earlier this year I was trying to launch a braid out, right? And I was like, I'm gonna just roll this bitch out. Like, this is what it is. This is gonna be my business. But then the conversation you and I had, you was like, no, you need to fully have a marketing campaign. And what that made me do was go back and really dig and figure out what my purpose was. It made me get in tune with who I am and what I'm really trying to do, because I feel like I've evolved over the last 10 years. I've been T. Hershey, Natasha Market, Natasha Hall. I'm rolling into the Ideanaire. And it's like, what does all of that mean? Like, what part am I missing that I feel like I have to rediscover myself so many times? And people don't normally rediscover themselves that much. But something about me and my journey, I continue to do so. But I think it's just simply because I never just scaled back to really unpeel my own layers before I execute a whole new business. So me just having to take your word of advice, like slow down with launching this new business, it made me slow down and figure out who I am before I teach something else, or I come out with something else, or I create something else. Like, why are we creating this again? What are we gonna do? How is this gonna benefit you? Your plate is already full. What is this gonna look like? So it really made me step out and basically activate a spiritual gift of mine. Like, right now I feel like I'm in uncharted territories because I'm feeling like I'm having to be called on and called out, and that's how I feel. And so it's just like, damn, what if I didn't slow down and I had executed like I wanted to for my birthday? I wouldn't be sitting waiting on October where I'm already like, okay, I'm 80% ready. Like, I was really gonna launch this in July. I was nowhere near ready, and it was more so me. It wasn't the business, because the business is me, but I wasn't ready to launch the business. So if I could say something that I had learned, like, slowing down was something that I mean, just in life in general, like even me making decisions about putting August in school or what we're gonna eat. Like, I asked August, like, what are we gonna eat? And I have to sit down and I have to think about, okay, are we eating out? Do I have time to do that? Like, I am just taking the time to now make decisions when normally I'm a shotgun. Like, we just gonna shoot and, you know, we'll answer to it later. It's up. People are ready to work with me because of that. I always talk about how I was blessed with the gift of getting by. God has always allowed me to, like, I get by the skin of my teeth, if anybody knows what that means, but I just get by. Like, it's like I could barely do something and they'd be like, oh, and it's like, okay, yeah, we up. But really, you know, being that shotgun, being that shooter, I'm just always on go. People are always ready to ride. Like, it's like, okay, this is what we doing, cool. Like, people are ready to move with me. But then on the flip side, we have the backing is not where it needs to be, because I'm already ready to execute. I'm ready to move. And so everything has pros and cons, of course. But if this was a written article, I would put still with an apostrophe. Ain't that apostrophe? What's the other star? Yeah. Asterisk, thank you. Y'all. Cut this out, not keep it. But the asterisk. Where's it still with asterisk? Because I'm still learning balance. That again goes back to me learning who I am. What am I doing this for? Is it serving me? What do I need to do? I would say last month, what I started to do was put time stamps and what my to-do list in my calendar. So like 7 o'clock, I'm supposed to meditate. 7:30, I'm supposed to send out my wake and bake text messages. At 8 o'clock, I'm supposed to be getting August up. At 8:30, I'm supposed to be getting ready for my day. At 9 o'clock, I'm supposed to be eating breakfast. Like, my whole day is now in a calendar, and it's so weird because I'm having to hear all this shit go off and go off and go off, and I'm behind because I'm still in bed at 9 o'clock. And I'm like, damn, I ain't even... But it's just like now I'm being mindful of my time, because time management is never, anybody know me, I'm forever late, right? And so if it's not in my calendar, 9 times out of 10 it don't happen, or I'm gonna be late. And if it's in my calendar, I'm gonna try my best to be on time, because, you know, now we got the time. I'm trying to, you know, I'm doing better when it comes to time management, but me now having to force myself to balance it's like, dang, okay, now I see where, you know, I bullshit. That's just basically what it is. I see where I'm having that room, and then it's like, okay, I don't have time for that. So it's just teaching me to be mindful. Woo. I would say, I would say the 10-year ago me would be ready to fight, because I've definitely, it stings, to be honest. It makes me cringe when people say I'm arrogant. It's a fighting word. It's like calling me bitch. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I've grown to the point where I've had to learn how to let people's words roll off my back. That whole sticks and stones, man, baby, like, that's not me. Like, it breaks my balls. I'm gonna cry in the car. Okay, I might cry in front of you and then be ready to fight, and then go cry in the car again and be like, but you okay? You good? You alright? But the word arrogant is a trigger for me. And it's just because I feel like I work so hard to give the shirt off my back to people. To, like, just in general, how many people I've helped, like, unintentionally, I just help people. That's just something I'm innate to do. And so for people to call me arrogant, it just sucks, because I'm always like, you don't know me. Like, you clearly, you don't know me, because people that know me know that I would do whatever it takes to make sure you have, even when I don't. You're gonna have something I don't have, because that's just how I am. Ooh, that just gave me chills. I would say it's a double-sided coin, to be honest, because it just depends on what spectrum, you know, I'm thinking on. Like, I just think about when I first moved from Columbus many moons ago, and I was at my job for 9 years, and they just, you know, I didn't get a promotion because my attitude was what it was. I thought I was bigger than the job, in a sense. And so it was just like, so y'all ain't gonna promote me, so y'all ain't gonna give me no more money. But you know what, I'm too big for Columbus. I'm moving to Atlanta. And so that mindset was like, Columbus is just too small. The pay is not where it is. It's not doing, Columbus is not moving. Creative, people aren't creative. I'm sitting here running circles around them folks. I'm doing radio. I'm working at the tax office. I got a 9 to 5. I was, you know, promoting parties. I just felt like I was the woman of my city, in a sense. And to be making $12 an hour on my job, and then I couldn't afford the lifestyle or the perception that I had, it was just kind of ass backwards, in a sense. It was just like, Columbus was small, but really I didn't make I didn't monetize off my lifestyle. Like, I was an influencer before the word influencer was a thing. And so it wasn't you monetize by showing up to the club. Like, people weren't paying me $500 to show up to the club, which I should have been had I known what I know now. I'd have been charging people to have me in their section back then. You know what I'm saying? So then even moving to Atlanta and just looking back at Columbus, and I'm like, oh my God, Columbus is an ocean. There's so much I can do. I can move back home. I can do this. I can pull people together. I can put people to work. I can employ people. I can put a whole co-working space. I can do this. Like, I have so many dreams for Columbus by leaving. So that's why I said it's a double-sided coin, because it really took me to leave to see how, if there's so much for Columbus that it offers, they just don't have it yet. And so do I team with a bunch of people that can put it here? Do I, you know, lead or navigate people to go back home and to give back what it's due? Because it's small, but it's big. It's full of opportunities, all in the same. That's a good question. I think it just goes beyond what I can do for you is what I can push you to do for yourself. One of the things that I love doing is charging people's batteries. I don't know why. I feel like I'm the plug, but I feel like if anybody can ask you, they may meet me somewhere, we can talk, and a month or two later, I'm sending them the opportunity that, you know, they always wanted, or whatever the case may be. People are always on my mind. I don't know why I was blessed with that gift, but I could think of you right now, and I can say, okay, she told me she wanted to do this, and then instantly I think, oh yeah, so-and-so wanted to do that. or it's just the ideas flow. My vision is clear once I can sit down and I can feel your energy. I can get an understanding of what you're trying to do. And I can just take your dream and I don't just sell it to you, I'll build it for you. And it's like, okay, you want a 12-story house and you want 16 bathrooms. Okay, let me see who can I get to help you? And then I'm also figure out how you can get on the budget, because we're gonna penny pinch. I'm like, oh, let me save some money. And then we're gonna get the team, we're gonna get the right people to do it. Just because I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist. I just like things perfect. I like things perfect for what they're supposed to be. Like, you know how they say you don't need the right person, you need the right person for you? I like the things that are perfect for me. So I don't play by rules, but I play by principles. So I just try to make sure that, whomever likes to shop or work with me, we just have a clear understanding, clear communication in regards to what it is that I can bring to your table, what is it that I can do for you, and then I'm trying to get plugged into you so I can make sure that I'm downloading all the right things and I'm connecting all the right resources to you. So it's like a one-stop shop. You get more than just, oh, she built my brand. Like, nah, Shawty helped me over here with my payroll. I had to question about some job descriptions. I'm over here asking her about, does she know somebody to watch my baby? Like, I can help you on so many different avenues. It's not just, this is what she's focused on. No, we're going to make sure that the whole empire is set up the way it needs to be. I feel like I share so much on social media. I don't think people would be surprised. Shout out to people now. Playing the piano. I mean, I studied classical music for 10 years. I played the piano for a church for 5 years. I was an assistant minister of music. I cannot sing, and them folks had me leading songs up there every Sunday, like with a mic to my mouth, like, turn me down, yo, turn me down, let the choir sing. I'm in this Galilee. But I was in my T. Hershey days, crazy. In my T. Hershey days, I was clubbing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Thursday, I would have choir rehearsal. I would leave choir rehearsal, run home, change clothes, go wash the door at whatever party we was having. 2 a.m., 3 a.m., whatever time we left the club, I would get up to go to my 9 to 5. I would leave my 9 to 5. I would go home, do whatever, take my nap. Then I would get ready to go to whatever party we was having on Friday night. I would go Saturday morning to youth choir rehearsal and whatever activities the youth was having. And then I would rest, and then I would go to whatever party we was having. And then Sunday morning, I would be looking so sick because I would have to be there at 10:30 playing music, the processional before church started. And then I would have to have everything together. Playing music, choir, hymns, whole nine. Shouting, everything. I was doing it all, okay? So, yeah, that's probably something people don't know. Like, if you were not at the church, you did not know that was something I did. And I did that for 10 years. So, no, I'm just playing. No. One of my mentees said something that pierced my soul. And she said, we were asking them, we were at an event for Georgia State. And we were asking them, where they write down your dream job, dream career, and all that kind of stuff. And I was just like, did you write something down? And she was like, what she was asking? And I was like, what's your dream career? What's your dream job? And she was like, oh, I don't do that. I just do what it is that I want to do. I don't dream. If this is what I want to do, I just do it. And I'm like, damn, like, it was like she was reading who I am. Like, she just was so ahead of her time, because I was just like, I've never been, oh, this is what I wanted to do. I always wanted to be an attorney. And when I couldn't be an attorney, I learned to stop dreaming and just start doing. Like, either this is something that you want to do, or you just keep pivoting until you find where you are. So 5 years from now, I just see myself with 100 employees. I'm still doing what I'm doing, building more empires, more businesses. I got 2 more in me that I'm ready to launch next year. So 5 years, I'm looking at, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna have a husband. I'm gonna have another kid. I'm gonna have a 60 bedroom house with 40 bathrooms, and I'm gonna have my whole family sitting up in there on one side. My husband in the middle. I'm gonna be on my own wing. We're gonna have our academy inside the house, so my kids ain't gotta leave and go to school. Let me see what else. What else can I manifest real quick? Yeah, I'm gonna have a little mini mall, so I don't have to go out and shop. They can just bring clothes to me that I like, and then, you know, go from there. But on a serious note, I see me gaining my wealth in millions of people. I just see so many people being able to be touched by a product or a service that I provide, and I can't ask for anything more than that. And that's not selling myself. That's me. So if it's resumes that I used to write and people just keep saying, you know, oh my God, I still use this resume 10 years from now, or if it's a book that they read from me, or if they were touched by a social media post or whatever the case may be, 5 years from now, people are just like, I remember 5 years ago when you did this, and the third. Like, those type of things make me feel accomplished. Those things make me happy. And so that's what, at the end of the day, if I can ask for anything at my funeral, I want a million people there like, I remember when she did this, and that would make me, you know, feel successful.